everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Jacqueline and this is Low Carblish, the channel where we make low carb versions of our favorite high carb foods. Today we're getting ready to start on some Thanksgiving recipes, and I thought what better way to start the day than diabetic friendly low carb pumpkin pie. This is a crustless pumpkin pie, but I guarantee you it's going to satisfy that craving that we have at Thanksgiving for pumpkin pie. So let's get started. Alright, so the only thing we're going to need for this recipe, I've got a can of pumpkin, and when you guys get your pumpkin, make sure that you're getting just pumpkin puree and not the pumpkin pie mix, because the pumpkin pie mix has got sugar and other stuff in it. Just plain 100% pumpkin puree. And I've got some monk fruit here that I just ran through my little food processor and juiced it up and turned it into powdered sugar. I've got almond milk, heavy cream, 3 eggs, pumpkin pie spice, and I use maple flavoring in mine, but you can absolutely substitute for vanilla flavoring if you want to. And this is easy as it can be, guys, and I'm telling y'all it's so yummy. So I'm just going to take my mixing bowl here, and we're going to put everything in the bowl. You don't need to have to separate anything out or anything. It's so easy. And if you are a pumpkin pie lover like I am, you are going to be one happy little camper, let me just tell you. Alright, so I've got the pumpkin in the bowl, and I like to add my spices in next and just incorporate them into the pumpkin before I start adding other things in. But, you know, it's totally up to you. I just like to do it because sometimes when you wait until the end, the spices will float up to the top of your pie, and it looks a little funky. But sometimes that doesn't happen, so it's just one of my little things that I do. Alright. And so then I'm going to add my sugar in, or our monk fruit. And you could use any kind of sweetener that you like, allulose, swerve, any kind of sweetener that you prefer. I just like the flavor of the monk fruit, but they'll all work. Boca Sweet, swerve, allulose. I don't know if stevia would work. I haven't tried stevia. I think the powdering effect of the sugar substitutes helps with the texture of the pie. So I'm not sure if stevia would work or not. But if you try it, let me know. I'd love to hear how it goes. And get the sweetener all mixed in. And then we're going to do the cream. And you guys don't worry about the amounts here, because I'm going to post the complete recipe down below, so you'll have all the information you need. And then I'm going to add the almond milk in with the heavy cream. And get this stirred up. And don't panic, because sometimes it looks like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so thin. It's not going to work, but it's totally going to work, trust me. And you just got to keep stirring on your batter to get all the milk incorporated with the pumpkin. And then we're going to add the eggs, and then we're going to put it in the oven, and that's as simple as it gets, y'all. So what you're looking for is for all your milk and everything to get incorporated with your pumpkin and your spices and everything. And if you get a little stuff on the side, just scrape it down and mix it in. My mama used to make pumpkin pie, homemade pumpkin pie, at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it was so good, and we loved it so much. And now I'm going to put my maple flavoring in. And like I said, if y'all want to go with vanilla, go with vanilla. You do you, boo-boo. I just like the little depth of flavor that the maple flavoring adds to it. But it is totally optional. Alright, so I've got my 3 eggs here. I'm going to just beat them real quick. Get them mixed in before I add them into the pie mixture. Y'all, I'm excited about this. I love pumpkin pie. Okay, so get that, put that in with the rest of our mixture here. And get the eggs all incorporated into it. And if it takes you a minute, then, you know, don't worry about it. Just keep stirring. Sometimes it takes a little longer than the others. It'll all mix in there and it's gonna be so good. Oh, and I forgot to say, I preheated my oven to 350. So, just make sure you preheat your oven to 350 before you start this. And I'll have that part on the recipe as well. Okay, y'all, so here's the surprising part. I'm gonna put this in my 9x9 casserole dish. And you can do it in an 8x8. You'll just get a little bit taller pieces than what I'm gonna get here. You don't have to spray the pan or anything, just your glass pan, and pour this recipe into your pan and just make sure your batter's all stirred up and ready to go. And you can see it doesn't take but a minute to get this stuff all incorporated. And just scrape down your bowl once you get everything done. Are y'all ready for the holidays? I'm starting to get in the mood big time. And I'm kind of happy about that because the last couple years I really wasn't. Alright, so as you can see, I've just got the batter in the pan. I'm going to put it in my 350 degree oven. And this needs to bake for about 50 to 55 minutes depending on your oven. Everybody's oven is a little bit different. So you're just going to watch it, and when the middle, if you do a toothpick or a knife in the middle and it comes out clean, then it's ready. And you can sort of tell on this recipe when you open the oven, you'll be able to see if the middle's still sort of jiggly, and if it is, even if it's gone past the 50 or 55 minutes, stick it back in the oven and wait until it firms up, and you're going to have a lovely pumpkin pie. So I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'll be back in about an hour, and we'll take a look at it and set it out for cooling. Okay, y'all, so this has been in the oven for about 55 minutes now. I'm going to pull it out and check it. And y'all, I can't begin to tell you how good this smells. If you love pumpkin and pumpkin spice, oh, my whole kitchen smells good right now. So I think this is about done. I'm going to put a knife in and we're going to check it out. This is what you're looking for. Let's go right in the middle here and see. Oh, we'll probably need to go maybe 3 to 5 more minutes actually. There's a little something coming off on my knife there. So I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 3 to 5 more minutes. We'll pull it out again. And it won't be too long. We'll be eating pumpkin pie. Okay, y'all, so let's check it again and see if it's done. And I believe it is. Y'all, I can't hardly stand it waiting on this. I'm excited about the pumpkin pie. Yep. Well, it's done. I can just tell it's done. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let this cool for about an hour, and then we'll come back and we'll plate it up, and I'm going to make a little whipped cream to go on top of it, and we'll be eating some pumpkin pie. Yummy. Okay, y'all, so this is cooled off. It's been cooling off for about an hour now, and I'm getting ready to cut it and put it on a plate and let y'all see it. I usually, after it's cooled off for a while, I usually put it in the refrigerator, but Jenny's filming today and she doesn't like it cold, so we're going to cut it a little bit warmer than I usually do, but I still think it's going to be really good. And when I get through cutting it and putting it on a plate, I'll show it to you, and then we'll go over to the table and we'll do a taste test. So here we go. This recipe in my 9x9 pan, it makes 9 really nice servings. So I just cut twice. And if you get a little cracking on it, don't worry about it. Some of that is cracking that occurred naturally, and some of it happens because I go in to check to make sure it's getting done. And when I pulled it out and it had a little bit of stuff on and I said, I know it's done, I knew it was done, and I knew it would continue cooking while I brought it out to cool off. So I'm going to see if I can do a magic trick and get the first piece out in one piece. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But if not, and I'm not going to be able to today, so it still tastes good whether I can get it out in a pretty piece or not. I'm going to put some whipped cream on this, and I'll meet you guys over at the table, and we'll be eating some pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Okay, y'all, so it's time for the taste test. I went ahead and got another piece out of the pan that's prettier, just so y'all can see a pretty piece. But I just wanted you to have a look at this, y'all. I'm telling you, if you like pumpkin pie, you're gonna love this. Now this is a crustless pumpkin pie, and I did that because pumpkin's a little bit high in carbs. Not bad, but a little bit. So like one piece, I think there's like 3.2 or something like that. I'll post it all down below, net carbs in this. So, you know, you're perfectly willing to make yourself a keto pie crust if you want to, but I find this to be completely satisfying just the way it is. I put a little bit of whipped cream that I made with heavy cream and allulose. That's all I did here. And so we're going to be taking a little bite. Now, I would like to thank you all for hitting the like button, because it really does help people find my channel who have just been diagnosed and are looking for answers. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome too. You'll never miss another video that I make. And with that said, let's dig in. Y'all, it makes me do a happy dance. The happy pumpkin dance. This is great for you to have for your Thanksgiving dinner if you got people in the family that are diabetic and need to eat low carb that love pumpkin pie. They can have it. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you guys will try this recipe. And if you do try this recipe, please come and leave me a comment, because I'm really curious to know what you guys think. I think you're going to love it. So with that said, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.